I'm starting to think James Gunn was sent by the MCU to sabotage the DCU. He was sent by Disney or Kevin Feige or one of these fucking if you know type of executives, the early lifer type of executives, to sabotage the fucking DCU, because what the fuck is the DCU doing? The MCU just announced Ghost Rider movie starring Ryan Gosling, like a phenomenal casting, like literally a glaze-worthy casting. Awesome casting. Literally, like, the most hyped I'm probably going to be for a movie in recent years, honestly. I love Ghost Rider and I love Ryan Gosling, one of my all-time favorite actors. So to mash them into one, I sound like a fanboy right now, because I am. This is a cool thing, right? The Doomsday trailer looked pretty cool as well, right? You had stuff like that. You had stuff like fucking the new Black Panther that's coming out apparently with this new actor, the son of T'Challa, I believe his character is. Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. And so you have all these cool announcements and stuff. And then the DCU, first of all, nowhere to be found. No announcements to be found, by the way. Nowhere to be seen. And then it's like, guys, there's a rumor coming out that there's a Gorilla Grodd Jimmy Olsen movie. Or show, I think it is. I fucked it up. Show. There you go. Sorry. A Jimmy Olsen show, guys. Aren't you fucking ready for that? Guys, apparently there's a Bane and Deathstroke movie, which kind of sounds cool, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. A Bane and Deathstroke movie sounds kind of like fascinating. But my dog just fucking whatever. But it's like, now, like instead of doing a Batman movie, a Wonder Woman movie, a Flash movie, a Green Lantern movie, a Teen Titans movie, a literally any character except for fucking Bane and Deathstroke ever movie. There's thousands and thousands, okay, not thousands, but there's dozens of other DC characters that deserve a movie before fucking Deathstroke and Bane, which again, it sounds interesting, but not right now. Green Arrow, hello. Green Lantern, hello. And we'll speak on Lanterns in a second, but it's like, fucking hell, dude. Like, there's so many characters that you could tap into. The Teen Titans, for example, or, I know they just did a Wonder Woman film not that long ago with fucking Zack Snyder, which is so funny, by the way. These Snyder fans are such ass munchers, bro. You do not want Zack Snyder back. His shit was ass, too. It's just like James Gunn's DCU versus Zack Snyder's DCEU, it's like shit versus poop. I mean, maybe I would say Superman, the first one, the one with, what's his fucking name? David Cornsweet, is probably better than the Henry Cavill Man of Steel movie. I would say, not probably, it is, I think, like by far. But still, even that movie has a lot of flaws in my opinion, and I'm kind of like nervous about Man of Tomorrow and stuff like that. So it's just like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Lock the fuck in. Like, they're making a Ghost Rider movie. They have Punisher in the MCU finally. Like, these are things that I've been asking for personally. Punisher in the MCU, Daredevil in the MCU, all these cool characters in the MCU, Doctor Doom and shit like that. All these like insane announcements, Ghost Rider and shit. So much cool stuff coming up, and DCU just thinks, well, let's just announce this fucking Jimmy Olsen movie, and then next it's gonna be what fucking. I mean, I saw a rumor today. I saw a rumor today that there's this character, this random character. He's like apparently a mannequin that like is come to life, and he's gonna be in Man of Tomorrow. Did anyone ask for that? This random like Z-list character nobody's ever heard of. It seems like James Gunn has this fascination with like putting obscure characters onto the screens, because why not? Like, and then Lanterns. We'll speak on Lanterns now, right? Lanterns looks good. It does look good. It looks interesting, but in my opinion, very just bleh. In terms of coloring, it just looks bleh. It looks a little bit dark, looks a little bit sort of just gray, kind of like a typical, modern day film. Don't get me wrong. A lot of films nowadays do look kind of dark and gray and boring and just bleh. It's sort of the slopification and the colorization, or the removal of colorization, or you know what I'm trying to say, from society. But to me, the Green Lantern trailer, it looked cool and all that, but it's like, I need a little bit more Green Lantern. I need a little bit more Green Lantern, like, him with the costume and the whatever. It's like, instead it's just a lot of like them in like just like normal guy outfits. Yeah, we're just normal guys. It almost feels like because obviously the premise is it's like a detective show. It's like, well, we want to make a detective show. Let's just slap the fucking lanterns on it and just call it Lanterns. And not Green Lanterns, by the way, which is, I could see why it's not called Green Lanterns, because, let's just call it fucking Lanterns. It just looks kind of silly to me. I mean, it was a good trailer, and like my hype for it is, I have decent hype for it. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna watch the shit out of it. Hopefully it's good. But it's just like at the same time, I'm missing a bit more. I want to see. I think it would have been cool to reveal at the end how Jordan fully suited up or something, which we'll speak on him too. How Jordan, by the way, they casted a fucking, no offense to this actor, he's a great actor. I don't know his name right now off the top of my head. I'm sorry, I'm a casual, guys. They casted a fucking like a 50-something, maybe older-year-old man. I don't know if he's that old. Sorry, a 50-something-year-old man as Hal Jordan instead of a younger guy. We've never had, well, we had Hal Jordan one time, right? We had the Ryan Reynolds. I almost said Ryan Gosling. I have Ryan Gosling on my brain. But we had the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern like many, many years ago at this point. And it's like, that was the only live action iteration of Hal Jordan we've ever gotten. And now finally, oh my God, James Gunn, we finally get a Hal Jordan. He's 50 years old. What the fuck, bro? And it's like, and then Jon Stewart, like, I like him as a character as well, but like, they can coexist. Like, we don't need to, we can't have Hal Jordan. We need to have again, I like Jon Stewart as a character, but can we not have both? Like, I don't mind having both and them teaming up together and we can have two Green Lanterns, guys. It's not going to kill us. We don't need to have a 50-year-old man play Hal Jordan and have the old man Hal Jordan. And I swear, if the rumors are true, allegedly, spoiler alert, that Hal Jordan might die early on in this fucking show, then just nuke this whole shit. And then it's like Supergirl. I didn't even get into how ass Supergirl was. Supergirl is just this like absolute slop of a film where I'll be honest, I haven't watched it, but like I've seen enough, bro. Please, I've seen a fucking enough. I'm not gonna fucking torture myself by watching it. So I've seen enough clips and highlights, and I've heard enough things. I've read enough things. Blah blah blah. Right? But it just looks like shit. The color grading is trash. So much about it is just so mediocre to me. The casting is not the best. No offense to the actress that plays, Supergirl. But I'm not good with names right now. What's her name? Is it Rachel Zegler? No, that's the girl from Snow White, right? I believe her name is Millie Alcock, right? So it just hit me. Millie Alcock or something. She, a great last name. Alcocks. Millie Alcocks, man. This girl is just not Supergirl to me. No offense, bro. Like, I'm sure she's a great person and a great actress, but like, I just don't really. And it's like the version of Supergirl that they kind of like interlopped, or I guess they kind of, took inspiration from, was the one from the comics where she's a bit more of a brat. I would have much rather have had a more modest Supergirl, a more just like almost like a female version of Clark, instead of like this like, aren't I so cool? I got the cool glasses on. Like, in some of the scenes in the movie, she's got like these glasses on and she's like listening to music and she's a rebel, guy. She's such a badass rebel. It's like, it feels like these movies are written by homosexuals who just like think, or these like women who probably are also homosexual, or these women, women, quote unquote, who probably are, you know what I mean? Who think that the idea of cool is like, you got to say fuck a lot. You got to throw up the middle finger. And you know what? Honestly, I don't even know if it's them or if it's just James Gunn, because it seems like James Gunn does have an obsession with like middle fingers, bro. And like this edgy sort of humor, this edgy sort of like boomer type of humor where it's like, isn't he so badass? He put the middle finger up, bro. He said fuck. I don't know. If you watch Guardians of the Galaxy as well, I mean, there was a lot of middle fingers there too. Or at least that one scene where he's going like this, right? He's cranking the middle finger. Which I love Guardians of the Galaxy, by the way. Love it. Love those movies. Well, love most of them. But nonetheless, bro, rant over, I think. I think I say all this to say Supergirl was shit. Superman was good but not great, and it should have been great. The Batman is not even connected to the fucking main universe, unless you never know what could happen, right? We'll see next year or in 2 years. Not even next year. In 2 years at the time of this recording. So 2028, I believe. Thanks, guys. James Gunn, fucking amazing. I'm not going to blame him for that one, but still, Clayface. So we're getting Supergirl this year and Clayface. And I think Clayface looks phenomenal, and I've been hyping it up to Mrs. BXG, to my girlfriend, for a while, and I've been hyping it up, and I've been saying, dude, like, I want to go see this and shit. I'm sure it's going to be a great film, but do you really need to do a Clayface film as your, like, third movie into the fucking, like, my brain is broken. I just don't understand the mindset of James Gunn or of, like, the people that run the DCU currently. The MCU, I understand they went through a rough patch with like the Shang-Chi movies and this movie and that movie, and this movie flopped. And I understand they had a really rough patch at some point. But bro, they're getting their shit together now. And by the way, if we're comparing the start of the MCU to the start of the DCU, it's not even close. The start of the MCU was like Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America First Avenger. It's like all these banger movies, then it's Avengers. The start of the fucking DCU is like Superman, Supergirl, Clayface, Superman 2, no Batman, no Wonder Woman, no Flash, no Green Arrow, no Green Lantern. Oh, but we get a Lantern show where Hal Jordan is 60 years old and he may or may not die in the show. And also, he's barely wearing the suit. And by the way, I saw the picture of him talking to Sinestro, which Sinestro, what a downgrade from the fucking Ryan Reynolds movie. I mean, we'll see. I want to see him fully suited up before I say he's a downgrade. But from the angle and the lighting, it just, the Sinestro that we saw looked like he just looked like a sunburnt old man, right? I saw the suit that Hal Jordan was wearing in the trailer when he was talking to Sinestro. It looked like shit. It looked like a Gears of War suit, but like a cheap version. I don't know. I'm being very negative about the DCU. But funny enough, I love DC more than Marvel. I love their stories more, their comics more. My dog just sneezed, bless you. Their movies more, their games more, their characters more, everything. I prefer the DC. I prefer the DC. I prefer DC to Marvel like 10 out of 10 times. But their movies, it's like, you got me. All right, you lost me. You got me, you lost me. It's this constant flip-flopping of like, okay, this was good. Then it's Supergirl. And then maybe Man of Tomorrow is going to be pretty good. And then it's like, oh, what's next? Fucking a Creature Commandos movie. Or we're getting a Creature Commandos live action movie, guys. We're getting a Harley Quinn solo movie. You know what? I could totally see a live action Harley Quinn solo movie, bro. It just hit me. I could absolutely see that. And maybe it would do numbers. Harley's a popular character, but it's like, can we lock in on our biggest characters? Can we get a fucking... Even the video games are shit too, by the way. A Suicide Squad video game that nobody asked for. I could do a whole separate video on that. I think I'm done. I'm out of breath. I want to save some thoughts maybe for another rant on maybe the video games of the DC sort of universe, I guess, in terms of that aspect of the media of DC. So that's the video. Like, comment, share, sub. God bless everybody. America, brother. Christ is king. DC is cooked. Look, I said I prefer DC, but like, I love Spider-Man. I love Wolverine. The X-Men is my favorite, superhero group of all time. Wolverine is like my top 3. Like, I mean, I have a Venom poster literally behind me, right? So it's like, I prefer DC, but like, it's not like, whoa, DC up here and then Marvel down here for me. It's like, absolutely not. I have a fucking Marvel poster over there to my right. I have a DC poster over there to my left. You guys can't see it, obviously, but I can see it. So it's like, it's not that far off from me. But the movies are absolutely mogging the DC movies, especially the ones that we have coming up. So that's the video again. Love you, boys. God bless you, boys. Christ is king. America, brother. Peace.